Hello guys, and welcome back to the vlog. Today's vlog might be all over the place. We are moving, in case you missed it on my short form platform. Wow. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a whole sit down video about what has happened and what is going on, and just like pregnancy wise, how I'm feeling about all of this. I feel like if I wasn't with a child, I would probably feel different, but anyway. I am slowly going through everything in the apartment, trying to sell some things on Facebook Marketplace, give some things to coworkers if they want it, just like things like that. I just went through this caddy over here. I kept just like random things in there. I normally keep my cash stuffing binders in there. I keep the planner stickers. I try to keep my planner out so I can still use it, but I throw the stickers in there. But I cleaned everything. I had yarn in there for when I was trying to make blankets for my friends and just like completely failed. So I am giving my mom the yarn. I did end up just tossing out the needles, which I know is a waste of money and just like a waste of things, but I ended up just getting rid of those. So I now have about 3 empty bins. My plan is to go through all of the stationery stuff that I have in the baby's room that was in the IKEA drawers that we used to have. I sold those on Marketplace a couple of weeks ago now, actually, so we're just gonna go through that. Like I said, I sold the IKEA drawers. We're trying to figure out the PC, but we're still house hunting. We saw one on Saturday that is absolutely top of our list. The one that we're gonna see tomorrow works out for us space-wise, in the sense of like me and Jorge have our own space, and then his family has their own space, and then we can kind of still be together at the same time. I'm really trying to push to a multifamily, but the multifamilies that we're finding, unfortunately, is just not enough space car-wise and all that stuff, which to me isn't a big deal, but to his parents, that's a very big deal. So at the end of the day, we're not gonna agree on anything, but like I said, I'll do a whole sit-down video about that. So yeah, let's get to organizing. I have to leave for work in like an hour, so I probably won't do much, but I also really need to do dishes, because since we found out the news of all of this, everything has just been so chaotic. I'm so glad we have not had a single person over to the house, well, to the apartment, since I decided to wash the covers to the couch last night, and I just never put them back on the couch. So I'm gonna have my husband do that, as long as I can actually do dishes myself today, because I do not want to make him do a bunch of stuff after such a long day at work. So hello guys, it is July 15th. Yesterday was Lilo's 3rd birthday. The day kind of just like got away from me, so I didn't get to get her like a little doggy cake or anything, so that's super sad. But we did go see a beautiful house yesterday. We are just waiting for our broker to run us some numbers to see if it's worth it or not. It is a lot of square footage, and it was one of the busier open houses that we had gone to since house hunting and going. So I'm a little nervous that we're gonna, if we do want to place an offer, it would have to be like an insane amount over. So we're just waiting for the numbers, and then we are going to see how we feel about it. If not, then we definitely will be doing one of the first few houses that we saw. We all will be living together, which isn't my idea, but it is what it is. The houses that we saw with 2 kitchen, basically like an in-law setup, my in-laws did not like, so we kind of are just trying to figure it out as we go. So there is that. Currently doing my nails. How many times in this video can I say currently? I have the Instant Cuticle Remover by Sally Hansen. I'm not gonna lie, I was just like a push back my cuticles just in general type of person when I do my nails, but since adding this into the routine, it makes such a huge difference, especially when I do press-ons. But I'm just doing a regular manicure until I can go and buy some press-ons. So I'm waiting for that. I've just been using this guy to push back my cuticles. I don't think this is what that's meant for. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then I have pure acetone in this little pump bottle. I prefer this because I always buy like the 36-ounce bottles or a gallon. Definitely will not be buying a gallon in the new house, but there is an option for a gallon if you really need it. I just don't do my nails enough anymore. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the 32-ounce and then disperse it between these and whoever else. But I don't think my sister-in-law or my mother-in-law do their nails. I think they go get it done. Anyway, and then I have my little buffer. I got a set of blue polishes from this random brand on Amazon. I did the dark blue a couple of weeks ago, and then I've just been letting my nails breathe since. And then I also bought the Beetles regular polish, base coat and top coat. I didn't do much like nail prep when I did my nails last time. It'd be nice if I could keep you guys still. I'm so sorry. I didn't do much nail prep last time I did my nails. So I remember coming home from work and like a shift or two, almost all of them either peeled off or chipped, and I was really nervous because I work in the food industry. So like that kind of makes me feel like I should really just be sticking to press-ons, or I should just go get my nails done. But it's just going to get a full set is just so incredibly expensive, and I can't even go get like a regular gel manicure because unfortunately I don't know what it is about me specifically, but it always peels off. So that's why I just would rather do it myself than go waste the money. So hello you guys. So I don't know if I'm gonna make this into a brand new vlog or if I'm gonna throw this into some other clips that I know I had recorded like weeks ago and just start from there. But I did some shopping today. Some of this stuff is like necessities, a little bit is for the new house. I am gonna do a sit down video on just like how I'm feeling about all that stuff and like our like personal process of it. So there is that. But let's start with Ollie's because that's the closest stuff to me. For $7.99 we got the Downy Light Scent Beads in the Orange Blossom. My Ollie's doesn't really have like the biggest selection for laundry, mainly because it's like a brand new location in like a very discounty type of plaza, as in like there's just like Dollar Trees, laundromats, things like that. But sometimes I get really good with like limited edition selections, and then there's other times where it's just like literally the most random scents like this. But long story short, Jorge has some very cheap Walmart golf shirts that unfortunately he sweated a lot in, and it got really, really stinky, and it made loads of laundry very stinky. So I have to rewash a ton of clothes, especially before we move, but we still have a couple of weeks before we even pack everything completely. So I just need to get that laundry done. And I don't want to, because pregnancy and laundry, it's just too much for me. Next, for $4.99 is a little fan. I do have my like travel Disney fan, or like vacation fan I should say, at my best friend's house, but I keep forgetting to stop by and get it, and she doesn't, and if we end up going to the same place, she just never remembers to bring it herself. But it's okay, I got a new one. And then obviously I'm gonna need a stroller fan for the baby, and I heard the stroller fan is perfect to bring with you to delivery, to labor and delivery. I have 3 candles. These candles smell so good. I'm not gonna burn them. I'm gonna put them in the candle warmer that I have, but I also have to figure out where I'm gonna put the candle warmer. I don't know if I want it in my bedroom or if I want it in like downstairs in like the main area. Probably downstairs in the main area, because I don't think my essential oil diffuser is like powerful enough to scent up a whole open concept main living space. So there's that. But anyway, this one is from Aromance. It's $4.99 and it's called Pumpkin Amber. Normally I'm not a huge fan of buying pumpkin scented things, but this isn't a strong pumpkin, so you better believe this was a great purchase. It smells so good. Then I have Harvest Picnic. This was also $4.99, and this is from the Candlelight Company. This smells like the lemon citrus fabuloso, which is really funny to me because the candle is like this olive green and it smells citrusy, but this smells so good. This one I'm most excited. And then this one is like my husband's aesthetic. I think it's so funny. It's from the Rustic Retreat brand, and it's the scent Lake Life, and it says "Gone fishing, catch you later." This is also $4.99, and it's in this mason jar, which is so freaking adorable. This one almost smells like pine, but also as if it gives like Christmas time vibes, so I might save this for like November probably. But it's like so my husband's vibe. It's so funny to me. For $1.99, Lilo needed a new collar. She's currently at the groomers. I just have Violet with me right now. But it is the size medium from, I'm assuming the brand is Positively Fun. But it's purple and it has charms. This charm's already on it, so I might just keep this one. But I'm definitely not going to use these charms. I don't always get Lilo purple because we have Violet, and Violet's like the purple girl. I try to stick to like pinks or just like printed collars for Lilo, but Lilo's collar is so destroyed right now. I'm a little nervous this is going to be too big for her because it says 14 to 20 inches, and I feel like that's the same as the Walmart. I feel like that's the same as the Walmart brand I tried buying, and it was way too big. So we're just gonna see, and if anything, it was $1.99. I'll just buy one on Amazon. That was all from Ollie's. Then we have CVS. CVS was just literally a couple of things. I want to have a little self-care night tonight, as much like if I can basically. So I got the Vitamask blueberry mask. This is like the only mask I ever buy when I go to CVS because I'm not like attracted to the other ones that are there, so I just always grab this. I really want to get like a multi-use non-sheet mask from Amazon if possible, but we will see. I have to really like scroll through Amazon. And then I got a 2-pack of floss. I had my wisdom teeth extracted last month. In case you do not follow me on short form content, I have not shut the heck up about it. But he said I healed very fast and very great. So I just wanted to make sure that I flossed out the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches I had before I dropped off Lilo to the dentist and then did the shop. I mean, before I dropped off Lilo at the groomers and then did some shopping beforehand. So I just wanted to make sure that I had no food in me. So I got a 2-pack. One's in the car. One is gonna be just for like around the house and stuff. And then I just got a water bottle, Poland Spring. My New England girlies understand. Petco. Right after I dropped off Lilo, I went right inside. Nope. After I dropped off Lilo, I ran right inside to Petco for some goodies. So I have 2 of the dog chews. She literally has one on the couch, but she needs to have both apparently. This is the cheese flavor. I only ever see the cheese flavor. I don't ever see any other flavors, but I prefer these because they do not stink. My husband bought cow hooves. I don't know what his thought process was because he knows they stink, but I purchased the girls something and I don't know if it had like a filling in it or not. I don't think so, but it's white. It's not rawhide or anything like that, but it lasted them so long, and then they lost it under the couch, and then I found it when I was cleaning under the couch. It's not, I don't think it was like a bully stick. I don't know what it was, but my husband was trying to find it and he couldn't find it, so he just got cow hooves. And I already threw out one because they brought it to bed and it just smelled so bad. And I was like, no, I'm throwing this out. I can't do it. And they kind of just like go back and forth on playing with the other one. But now I can throw the other one out because I bought those 2. So there's that. Then I got a big boy of the Native Pet Daily. This is literally just a powdered multivitamin that you sprinkle on top of their food. They are going to get some lunch when I go pick up Lilo. I just actually got the text as we speak that she is ready to be picked up. I'm gonna take her with me though. So yeah, there is that. I know I did this for Lilo for 1.5 years, and then I finished it, and then we tried out the pumpkin, and then the pumpkin I also used with Violet because she actually came to us with worms and a lot of digestive issues. So the pumpkin helped a ton, and it also helps when Lilo is a little backed up too. So I prefer the pumpkin over the multivitamin, but I want them to be as healthy as possible. So you better believe there's that. I have 2 treats. We have Minties, which is another brand that I believe this has healthier ingredients than Greenies. The girls prefer this over Greenies, that's for sure. And then Bakki's has their fall time stuff out. So I got pumpkin swirl froyo, and that one is a soft and chewy one. So that'll definitely be more for them just being cute. Then we have 3 different slow feeders, but I'm gonna use one of them as a like a lick mat. So this I'm gonna use as a regular slow feeder for Violet because this one's very small. They do have silicone at the bottom, which is good because they get so excited when they get fresh food with their kibble. So quite literally they just like drag the bowls all over the place, which is why I also wanted to do slow feeders because they get so excited that they eat so fast. Anyway, this is like a hexagon honeycomb style slow feeder. I'm gonna use that for Violet, and then I'm gonna use this one for Lilo. This one's just so cute. I do feel like I'm gonna have to make sure that I wash these, which means I'm gonna have to have a dedicated dog bowl only sponge for the dishes and make sure they pay attention not to use it. And then this little guy, I've seen multiple people use on TikTok. Again, I just want to use this as like a lick mat situation for pumpkin puree or peanut butter with some mashed bananas, and maybe throw some treats or some kibble in there as well, just so they have some enrichment. And I actually think that's all I bought. Yeah, so let's go get your sister. Yeah, even though I feel like I just got home. Oh, yeah. I might add it in here, but I did do some shopping for the house, and then just like, again, a couple of things like for me as well. So I think I'm going to put that in now, because I also need to reply. And then I'll see you when we go get Lilo. So I just did some insane shopping. Also, I hope you can see me because I cannot see myself. I'm using my back camera today. We bought a house. I went shopping. Let's go through everything I purchased. I bought very little for the house because obviously we have this apartment and we already have so much, but some things need to be upgraded, and I'm just grabbing things that I know I can get before actually being in the house. First is Ulta. I got 2 press-on nails. You guys know that Glamnetic I have been a super big fan of, and it seems to be one of the 3 brands that last the longest on me. So I got these super short press-on, kind of like chromatic baby blue. These are super cute, and then I'm gonna put these on to finish out July and a little bit of August. I haven't had press-ons on for 2 or 3 months now, so my nails are as strong as they have been in like 2 years, which is crazy. But this guy is like, I believe, little sharks. These are super cute. I cannot wait for this one, to put this one on today. And I just ended up getting a new Coco Kind lip balm. The Coco Kind one is hands down my favorite, and I already had this one. This is the Olipop collab. I already had this one, but then the dogs got to it. They're fine. And then a new Kiss Falscara Bond and Sealer. I have a ton of lashes to get through, and I just want to go through my clusters first before I do any of my strip lashes, so I needed more of this. Next is Barnes & Noble. If you are new here, I am in a huge book slump since I became pregnant. I just cannot keep my focus, so I bought 2 books that I'm really hoping that get me out of my slump. The first one is from the Never After series from Emily McIntyre. I eat these up. They are retellings of Disney in like a dark romance type of way. This is Hex, and I have been waiting, I think, a year or 2 to read this. I believe this is the last book in the series that I need to read. This is basically Little Mermaid, and I cannot wait. And then I got my first fall read. Normally, for some reason, fall reads take me a little bit on the longer side. So this is a young adult book, Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. So I'm gonna wait until like towards the end of August to read this, because Lord only knows how long it's gonna take me to read this. But all of the Never After books I read relatively quick, because I know I'm a child of the Lord, but there's something about Disney retelling stories that I read them so fast. Extra fast if they're spicy. I have Old Navy. Now, I have never been in this specific Old Navy for the shopping center that I went into, and their baby section is like non-existent. So I only got my soon-to-be-born son a couple of things. This one is a little bear onesie. This is in 0 to 3 months, and I got a ton of 0 to 3 month stuff already from a few friends, so I should have probably sized up to 3 to 6, but it's so incredibly soft that I was like, no, he needs this like immediately after birth. And then I got him his first little fall time onesie. He is gonna be born right after Christmas or around Christmas, depending on how everything goes. So this I got in 6 to 12 months, and it just has little ghosties on it, but they're like so faint that you can't really tell unless you're like close to him. It's so incredibly adorable. I don't have much bottoms for him already. I don't have much bottoms for him yet, so this is 3 to 6 months, and it's just a little jogger pair. And then I realized that a lot of my clothes are getting kind of tight, so I only got myself one tank top, and it's this little olive green one, and this would be perfect for layering for the fall too. I got a medium. I didn't size up, but Old Navy on me is on the bigger side. So there is that. Now we have home goods, the reason why I even left the house today. I am always buying the big bottles of Tarani syrup, and for some reason this was clearance to $6 instead of $7.49 originally, so I ended up getting it. I saw this and had to get it. This is a oil and vinegar container. This is what it looks like. It has a little holder. It's so freaking cute. I don't ever put vinegar in here, but can somebody tell me what type of vinegar normally goes in one of these bottles? And then I only ever cook with extra virgin olive oil, so that will go in here. My Amazon wish list for the house for the dogs, I actually had a Henry in bark dog food container, but then I just kept looking at the price yesterday when I went to do an order for just like a couple of things because I had extra money in my account, and I was like, you know, I don't want to pay $68 for this. So this was $20, and it holds up to 15 pounds of food, which for my girls will last them a very long time. I know you're not supposed to empty a dog food bag into a container because it goes stale. It kind of loses its nutrients, etc. But if I can't fit a bag in here, then I'm just gonna have to. So it's okay. And then last but certainly not least, my last bag for home goods, and then I have to go to my eye doctor's appointment. I never really use placemats, but we are using my in-laws' dining table because it's nicer than ours. And so I figured this would look really nice, especially on the type of wood table that they have. And I also just think that this honestly does keep the table a lot cleaner, especially having like a table runner and stuff like that on top. I always need more tongs, especially it's gold, so it's not going to stay gold knowing us, but it is gold plated, and I know it's not going to stay gold knowing us, but especially for like the grill and stuff, we don't have any metal tongs, or like stainless steel tongs I should say. So I ended up getting these because they were $2.99, and I was like, they're cute AF too on top of it. Sign me up. I also got a new utensil holder. This is so incredibly cute, and it's already destroyed. But this is so incredibly cute. The one that I have now, I think I got a year ago from Home Goods, and it's like a true cottage looking utensil holder. It's pink with floral, with like a floral at the bottom. I'm looking at it right now, but I don't want to bring that over to the new house. I got my girls a bunch of bully sticks. This one, well, collagen sticks I should say. We give this to them so they can go into the crates, so they can also be occupied and then take a nap right after. And then I have a brand new set of measuring cups and measuring spoons in gold. Last but not least is a new measuring cup. I don't need another measuring cup, but this one was so cute. I was like, I'm gonna have two measuring cups whether I like it or not. And it's floral. It holds, this is up to 2 cups, and the one that I have in the cabinet is just 1 cup. But this is so cute. You can't tell me this isn't cute. Yeah, I spent all my money today. Actually, no, I almost spent all my money today, but I got a crazy amount of stuff, and I'm actually very proud of myself. So, hi Lilo. Lilo is back. We've actually been back for a few hours, but Lilo is back from her groomer appointment, and she looks so good. She looks so good. Petco's like seasonal package was with a Lilo and Stitch bandana, and I didn't pay for the summer package. I ended up just paying for the Essential Plus, so like teeth, nails, upgraded shampoo, stuff like that. But they gave her a Stitch bandana for free because they had extra, and she looks so cute. I've been trying to find like more Lilo and Stitch stuff for her, but the ones that I've been like finding aren't cute, or at least not to me. But when I saw her come out with the bandana, I was like, she looks so adorable, I can't. But yeah, we are having, my house is a mess, guys, I'm so sorry, but we are having somebody buy the dining room table off of us because we are using Jorge's parents' dining table for the new house. And she just wanted the table, she didn't want the chairs, so I ended up putting the chairs on the free and then my area Facebook group, and somebody picked it up within like an hour, so everything's kind of gonna be done on the couch. We have no more drop space for everything. I need to also rewash all of the laundry still. Lilo had some form of an accident, I guess, when she came home from the groomers, so I'm currently washing one of the cushions for the couch. They are just like actual covers and you throw them in the washing machine, which was probably the best thing we looked for when buying a new couch. Problem with the couch, we bought a small one so it fits the space better. But our living room in the new house actually doesn't feel that big. Maybe it didn't feel that big because of the couch that they had. So my goal is just to keep this couch because it is a lot more cozier than his parents' couch. And then either go back to Bob's and find like 2 maybe manual recliners, or see if I can find something on Amazon that will go good with the couch. But knowing me, the cute things that I find off Amazon are actually not that cozy, so we probably will do like a recliner situation or something, but we'll figure it out. Hello guys. So I am not one to cry on the internet, so I made sure to cry before I started filming this, but this is kind of the reality of my pregnancy, everything that's been going on. We got a text today saying that our move-in date got pushed back an extra 2 weeks. And normally, you know, I'd be like, whatever, that just gives me extra time here. I literally love this apartment so much, I don't want to leave. But the problem I'm having is we sold so much furniture that it's like almost really like shitty to stay here. Sorry for my language, but it's really like crappy to stay here still because I no longer have a kitchen table, kitchen furniture. I have packed a good amount of stuff already. I'm currently literally living out of like one laundry basket with like the same clothes on repeat. I printed our baby shower invites because we were gonna do the baby shower at the new house also as like a housewarming on top of everything with friends and family. But now we are gonna have to figure something else out. I didn't want to rent a hall because it's super expensive. Hold on, let me switch the camera around. Okay, that's better. I didn't want to have to do a haul because that's gonna be thousands extra for food and stuff like that, whereas if we were gonna do the house, we were gonna do basically a cookout. But if we have to do a venue, then I'm just gonna push it back months till the last minute at this point. I'm just so emotional about everything. A lot of things going on mentally, just with my pregnancy and all that stuff. I did try venting to one of my best friends also while I was breaking down. But it's just really disheartening when you have prayed for something. It's really hard when you've prayed for something for so long and you get it and you can't enjoy it because of others. I don't know what God's trying to teach me in this season right now, but right now it just really sucks. So you guys, it is the next day and I feel mentally better. Not 100%, but I feel mentally better. Colored my hair. Had that sort of a breakdown yesterday, as you guys saw. I have to go to Dollar Tree. We need new dishware for the new house, and even though it got moved back, I just want to buy this now, especially because I had to throw out 2 bowls and a plate because my husband knows better. He knows to fill up bowls when he has saucy stuff, or else I physically cannot scrub it out. Good morning, you guys. It is 9:45. I am in better spirits today. We just left my anatomy scan. Jorge is a little upset. So basically, I did not know that this was going to be an anatomy scan. I thought this was going to be a regular ultrasound to see baby, because it's at our women and infant center that's actually right next door to my OB office, which, fun fact, I have to be back here at 2 o'clock for my 19-week appointment. But these women and infant appointments were booked ahead of time. I was still 7 weeks or something like that when they got scheduled, because Jorge was a preemie and had some issues. So they just went ahead and contacted Women and Infants to let them know that I was a risk for a preemie with some issues as well, because Dad has it. Because Dad was as well, I should say. So they only booked me 2 appointments. One that I had, I think it was either last week or the week before, last month or the month before, and then today's. So I didn't think that this was going to be some anatomy scan. And when I had booked my prenatal appointments, I had booked multiple because the office always fills up super quick. They had mentioned my woman and infants ultrasound, but they didn't say that that was going to be used as an anatomy scan, etc. So, but also I have an appointment the same day with my actual OB office. So, really confused, what's going on. But Jorge's upset because he didn't know. Sorry, I have no idea where that cut me off. But Jorge's upset. He's happy that baby's good and I am doing good also, but he was a little sad, but I did tell him that it was an ultrasound today and it was super early in the morning. He would just be missing 2-ish hours of work, that he could either just stay 2 hours later or go in on one of his days off, because he likes to do that. For those who don't know, my husband is a mechanic for a dealership, a bigger actual corporate dealership, and so he's a flat rate. So they do make an hourly pay, but it's more of think of like a commission job. Think of, it's similar but not. So he can always go in on days off for extra hours and stuff like that. They actually encourage it because they're really good to their techs. Anyway, yeah, baby's doing good. I got a ton of photos. He's so cute. I'm not going to post my ultrasounds here, but if you ever want to see for some reason, I do post them sometimes on my Snapchat story, but they also are always like in the background when I'm in the kitchen because I have them on my stove. So there's that. But I am so freaking excited to just go home and eat right now. I tried eating an apple on the way there, but I think I was just so tired and not fully awake that I couldn't enjoy. So I ate literally just like half an apple. So going home, don't know what I want to eat. I don't have any vanilla extract right now, so I can't make pancakes, nor do I think I have the energy to make pancakes. When I was laying down on the bed, I was just like, all I want to do is lay in my actual comfortable bed. But I don't know, now that I'm like home and driving and it's all said and done, I don't know, I feel good. I feel good now. I feel so much better than what I did not even an hour ago. So hello, it is the next day. It is like August 6th, I think. I am outside of the Hobby Lobby, and I mainly just need things for like planner, scrapbooking, and then I got a new Bible yesterday. I probably have already posted it on Shorts. If not, you can always go onto the TikTok and see it there. But basically, I would like to make this new Bible a loaded Bible, and I don't know if I messed up when I purchased this, but it is a note-taking Bible from Hosanna, or the Hosanna note-taking Bible. And my other Bible that I have that is a study Bible is from She Reads Truth. And I was kind of expecting, I didn't really look at photos, which was my fault, but I was expecting this Bible to be as like aesthetically pleasing as the She Reads Truth Bible. And while yes, the outside of it is painted and beautiful, the inside is like a normal regular Bible with just like more space on the side to take notes. So there is that. I purchased things like tabs and stuff like that already. I'm just waiting for them to come in. Amazon has been really, really weird with delivery recently, but we're at the Hobby Lobby, so we're gonna see what I can grab for that. I'm not really sure how I would like to do this loaded Bible. I want to do it kind of like a study Bible as well, but I think I really need to like sit down and really like research. But I'm just here to get like pretty paper, pretty stickers, things like that. So let's go into the Hobby Lobby. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really, really bad at doing short form and long form. I just did an intro for short form, so you're gonna have to bear with me if I don't put anything from Hobby Lobby in here. I am back. You are gonna have to bear with me because I just did a haul for short form because I did not do a good job in filming inside. But I am so pregnant and out of breath right now. We just got scrapbooking and planner stuff. I was very good. I only paid $28 for everything. So we're gonna go through all of my stickers first. I never buy these sticker packs. I don't know why, because they're $4.99 each, and the Paper Studio is almost always 40% off if I'm not wrong. So I got this baby one. This is all of the stickers for the back. Super cute. I have my friend Lizzie and my friend Bree's baby shower stuff to still put together in the scrapbook, but I think I'm just gonna combine those two into one page just because I didn't really take much photos. I was super sick to my stomach during my friend Lizzie's baby shower, and then my friend Bree's. I was just so in the zone with like conversations and stuff that I didn't really take photos. So let's just say baby boy scrapbook is gonna have a ton of stickers. And then I got this one. It has 75 pieces in here, but it's the friendship phases. I still have a bunch of like friendship like photos to kind of just glue in to the scrapbook here and there. I tried looking for more like relationship-y stuff, but I didn't see any. So I got this for friends. That was really rude. Never do that again, please. Okay. And then for the planner, I do like to use these if I have like a meaning for it in scrapbooking too. But these are butterflies and they're super cute. I really like this. Sometimes with like just the plain photo ones, I never really know what to do with, but then I started scrapbooking and I was like, oh, I can really just throw these in here. That's perfectly fine. And then another Christian one right here. I really like this one because it's not all pink. There is some blue in here too, so I can definitely use this for the planner as well. And then last but not least, well, I lied, not last but not least. See, pregnancy is hard. I got 3 packs of washi tape. This one is more of like a spring and summer one, but I can obviously still use this whenever I want. It is a like pink gingham with strawberries. Then I got this more vintagey butterfly ones. These ones are so incredibly adorable. And then this one is for baby boy. It's just checkered print. And then speaking of baby boy, if you guys never saw my original video of going to Hobby Lobby the first time I got the scrapbook and all that stuff, I have a plain white scrapbook that I'm working in right now, but I can always just take the pages that I've started working on and swap it to this new one. So the white one is gonna go for baby boy, and I bought myself this guy right here. I tried looking for like gender neutral ones. I tried looking for plain ones, and I just unfortunately could not find it. This is a 12 by 12, but I really do feel like the paper that I have at home is like 11 by 12 or something like that. But we're gonna find out. So this one is gonna be for me and everything that I've been working in, and then the white one is gonna be for baby boy. I do still need advice and help on how to add more of the plastic stuff in there, because I did buy, I think I bought plastic, like the plastic to put papers in to add on to it. So definitely need advice on that. I tried finding like videos and I can't find anything, so you guys have to bear with me. But call me spoiled because of Hobby Lobby, but at home definitely has to have the worst sales out of like every store. I did not bring a cart with me, instead I brought my matcha. But I actually really need planters, but I don't know if these planters are on sale. I feel like they're never on sale. But my plan is to, oh, these are so cute, but I can't justify paying that price. Anyway, my goal is front steps, planters, faux Amazon florals. These wood ones would actually be very, very cute just to paint them. But I don't know, they kind of look really crappy quality that I don't even think I would want to bother. Okay, guys, hear me out. Right now the walls are so millennial gray, but I figured I would paint a little bit down the road. I have no idea how much this chair is. Really have no idea. But this screams me. I did not buy a thing, which makes me very proud of myself, but I did see a good amount of stuff that I would like. It's hard to buy for a house that you're not in yet. So I also Also, I would like Jorge to be with me. One, so we could not make decisions together because he really does not care about home decor. But I will say I felt way less uncomfortable here at home after I used the restroom, specifically. TMI, I'm sorry. It has made me realize that I need somebody with me shopping. I'm just so physically exhausted. I don't even know. Like, I'm just so physically exhausted just from walking. And I know it's because I'm not doing anything during the day, like during the rest of the week. So I feel like when I come window shopping, it should actually be a plod because I'm getting my steps in. So there is that. You guys, new Xbox update. So loud and obnoxious. I am home. The girls are so excited to see me. I went to Home Depot and bought boxes. This is too small, and then I have too large in the car still. I don't know what I'm gonna pack in the large yet, but I have a couple of projects I absolutely need to do. I'm just gonna grab a cold water bottle to give the girls, even though it feels really nice in this house. I have been dying. This was the fit of the day with some Crocs. Holy cow, was it so hot. But also, ultrasound yesterday. Look at all those freaking photos. It was my anatomy scan, so I expected a ton of photos. So I have a couple of projects that need to be done. This was all done on short form that I no longer have videos for because it was my old account that got deleted. But the mud room was the first room, technically besides the bedroom, that I painted. And it's a pretty typical like beige. So the thing is I didn't have tape when I painted this room. So there's a lot of paint on like the ceiling, on other things that shouldn't have paint on it. So I did buy a couple of days ago this door and trim paint. I have no idea if I can use this on ceilings, but it's just literally right here where the archway is. It's not crazy that I need to paint the whole ceiling. I'm praying. But for the most part, that's all I need. I am gonna go do a magic eraser on one, my husband's Crocs need it, but two, on the trim and the door. The door needs it really bad. And I might do another coat of paint on the door. I have a ton of acetone, like nail polish acetone left. So I'm also gonna use that to clean up some stuff as well. And then I don't have any bubble wrap yet. Hi. I don't have any bubble wrap yet, so I'm gonna leave my mirror on the wall for right now. Let me give the girls some cold water. I need to drink water really bad myself. So when we moved in, this was like this the whole time, but the door was actually red. My husband, he's a blue collar man, as you guys know, so like the door gets so incredibly dirty. I'm hoping if I do another round of paint plus the magic eraser, that in the next couple of weeks, there's no way he can make the door that nasty and disgusting, right guys? Right guys? Feeling wise, I have all right here to do. Was already white, but this was a brown wood, so I might do this guy as well, just like peel off what needs to be peeled. Paint. This is like sap from those fly trap guys. I have one hanging right there because my neighbor, in case you guys didn't know or this is your first video, my neighbor has goats, and flies are our biggest pain in the butt during the summer. And we know it's because of the goats, so there's that. Okay guys, I hope you can hear me because I don't feel like pausing Miss or Norris over here. So I am done with The laundry room, obviously, like there's stuff that we need to do the week that we actually do move. This needs another coat, very obviously. I'm either gonna do it or I'm not gonna do it, but I think so far it looks way better than what it was. The door also looks so much cleaner, so much better. I tried so hard to clean the doorknob and the lock, but even with pure acetone, it's just not coming off. So my fault for not touching it for over 2 years. So we are going to take apart whenever we get all of that stuff out of there. I have to go through shoes, so I think that's what I can do, especially because the trash needs to go out. Not out to the curb. That was rude, my phone just shut off on me. Doesn't need to go out to the curb because it's only Thursday today. Trash days are on Mondays. Also, I painted this guy. There was little like stoppers or like thingies for the baby gate that we have for the dogs. And on this side, it actually you can definitely see it. It chipped a lot of the paint. This we didn't paint ourselves, our landlord painted. So whatever paint he used, definitely not heat resistant, that's for sure. So I did the best that I could there, but it still is a little visible, but I figured if I made it look less terrible, it won't be as bad. Also, our landlord is like my husband's pretty close friend, and we've been here for so long that obviously wear and tear to a house is going to happen.